Have you ever been awoken from your sleep in the middle of the night, disoriented, confused, wondering why you can't seem to remember anything from your dreams? Well, the reason might not always be as simple as you think. There could be more going on beneath the surface, a hidden secret buried deep within your unconscious mind waiting to be uncovered. This is the story of that exact scenario playing out in real life. Worked for weeks. The city's most notorious criminal wasn't talking. But his interrogators would soon find out that the key to unlocking his secrets was on T about waking him up. It was about letting him sleep. This is the confession of an asleep criminal you won't believe. In the heart of a bustling metropolis lived a notorious criminal mastermind known only as the Ghost, renowned for his cunning intellect and shadowy reputation. The Ghost had managed to evade authorities for years, leaving them grasping at straws in his wake. His crimes ranged from audacious art thefts to complex financial scams, each one meticulously planned and flawlessly executed. And now the net was closing in on him. Arthur Petrov was a name whispered in hushed tones in the corridors of power and the criminal underworld alike. He was the puppet master behind a series of audacious heists that had baffled authorities for years. The problem was, no one knew he was the puppet master. When he was captured, he was merely identified as a minor player in some shady dealings, not the mastermind behind the entire operation. In a stroke of good fortune, Detective Miller and his elite task force apprehended a suspect who matched the description of the Ghost. Hope surged through the law enforcement community. Finally, justice might catch up with the elusive criminal. But their optimism was short-lived. As soon as Arthur Petrov was brought in for questioning, he clammed up. He refused to speak, leaving the officers in a frustrating stalemate. Day after day, Petrov remained impassive, offering not a word of explanation or remorse. The detectives were perplexed. How do you break someone who won't talk? This is where the situation took an unexpected turn. As the hours stretched into days, the investigators noticed something peculiar. Petrov would awaken at night, mumbling incoherently before falling back into a deep slumber. At first, they dismissed it as mere sleep-talking, random musings of an unconscious mind. But Detective Miller saw an opportunity. Could these nocturnal ramblings hold a clue to Petrov's guilt? Or perhaps the key to unlocking his silence? Days turned into weeks, yet Petrov continued to frustrate his interrogators. The mystery deepened when the transcripts of Petrov's nocturnal conversations revealed a pattern, a cryptic message woven through his subconscious whispers. The words "blue folder" surfaced repeatedly, accompanied by fragments of other phrases, each adding a layer of complexity to the enigma. The detectives were on the brink of giving up when Petrov uttered a crucial phrase: "The blue folder contains it all." This revelation sparked a renewed determination in the task force. Petrov might have been silent during his waking hours, but his dreams were offering glimpses into his psyche. Working tirelessly, the task force began scouring Petrov's past, searching for anything related to a blue folder. Days turned into weeks, and hope began to dwindle. Just when they were about to abandon their search, a breakthrough came. Former associate of Petrov's mentioned a cryptic reference to a blue folder. Believing it to be nothing more than a metaphor, the detective decided to follow this lead. The search of Petrov's previous residence yielded nothing. However, a diligent check of the trash disposal unit led to an unexpected discovery. A few water-damaged documents were retrieved from the trash, revealing a connection to a local safe deposit box. Could this be the key to unlocking the mystery? With a sense of renewed purpose, the detectives raced against time to retrieve the contents of the safe deposit box. Inside, they found a faded blue folder. Their hopes soared. Could this be the key to unraveling the enigmatic messages from Petrov's dreams? As the detective carefully opened the folder, the contents sent a jolt through them. Photographic evidence linking Petrov to his previous crimes lay scattered before them. Was this the tangible proof they had been seeking all along? The discovery of the incriminating photographs marked a turning point in the investigation. With the evidence now in their possession, the detectives were ready to bring the elusive mastermind to justice. It was a moment of triumph, the culmination of weeks of tireless work, and a testament to their unwavering dedication to unraveling the truth. However, this victory was short-lived. As the news of the arrest spread, a ripple of unease swept through the city. Whispers of a larger conspiracy echoed in the wind. The detectives were left pondering a disturbing thought. Had they truly captured the mastermind? Or was there something more sinister lurking beneath the surface? It was at this point that the gravity of the situation fully dawned on the detectives. Petrov's arrest had merely scratched the surface of a vast labyrinth of deceit and corruption. As they dug deeper, they uncovered a tangled web of connections that reached far beyond Petrov's initial crimes. They realized that they had stumbled upon a conspiracy that ran deep, implicating powerful figures and shaking the very foundations of the city. Their investigation took them through a treacherous landscape of clandestine meetings, coded messages, and hidden identities. With each step, the stakes grew higher and the danger intensified. The detectives found themselves in a race against time, desperately trying to stay one step ahead of the conspiracy's shadowy architects. Driven by an unyielding sense of justice, the detectives pressed on. They faced numerous setbacks and near misses, but their determination never wavered. Through sheer grit and tenacity, they pieced together the fragmented clues, gradually unveiling the true extent of the conspiracy. Finally, the moment of reckoning arrived. The detectives confronted the puppet master orchestrating the conspiracy, exposing their nefarious plans and bringing them to justice. It was a dramatic showdown that left the city on the edge of its seat. But even as the dust settled and the conspirators were brought to justice, a sense of unease lingered. The detectives understood that the conspiracy's tentacles had reached far and wide, leaving scars that would take years to heal. They had triumphed, but the battle against corruption and deceit was far from over. They emerged victorious, but not unscathed. The ordeal had taken a heavy toll on them, pushing them to the brink of exhaustion and testing their resolve. As they stood amidst the ruins of the conspiracy, they couldn't help but wonder about the depths of human deception. They had uncovered a labyrinth of lies and betrayal that threatened to engulf the city in darkness, but their courage and determination had prevailed. They had risked everything to expose the truth, sacrificing their own peace of mind and confronting their deepest fears head-on. In the aftermath of the takedown, a collective sigh of relief swept through the city. The citizens, once shrouded in fear and uncertainty, began to heal and rebuild. The events that had shaken them to their core became a defining moment in their collective memory, a stark reminder of the fragility of their world. Yet amidst the devastation, seeds of hope were planted. The courage displayed by the detectives inspired awe and admiration, reminding everyone that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit could prevail. But our story doesn't end there. The tale of the ghost serves as a chilling reminder of the lengths to which paranoia and desperation can drive a man. Petrovich's journey from master criminal to a sleep-ridden captive showcases the fallibility of the human mind under extreme duress. His descent into a catatonic state driven by fear and fatigue is a sobering testament to the impact of relentless pursuit. Furthermore, it compels us to confront the ethical dilemmas inherent